told everyone in here that what she did with you, that she threw you under the bus, and I said I was going to use that to get into her head and fuck with her for the next POV competition, and that's exactly what I did the next morning. So everyone was expecting it because I told everyone that's what I was going to do.
Yeah.
And you two were sitting at the counter. So it was either the day before that or the night before that. I can't remember which one, but it was right in there. And that's when she laid everything out. And she's like, "Evil,
on, like,
you can keep me in here."
Like, I don't know if she has, like, anything with Eric, because, like, now, like, I mean, I really, like, she didn't tell me for 19, like, you know, that, but then why would she just tell you out of nowhere?
But why would she also flip out when he says, you didn't tell me the other person?
Hang on, here's my question.
She flipped out when that was when the other person?
No.
Well, she said it was me, and I was never a part of it.
Now, here's what was pointed out to me, was that the way that Kale ran her first alliance was that she did not have contact with the person from the other side. And
Nick.
then you drew a parallel, Dick, to the way that she drew
Jen.
to using
With
Jen.
Eric.
But Jen has no clue of this. So how could there be a three-way alliance when Jen is like a
Jen
completely
is getting
unbeknownst
information
person?
from Kale and talking to Eric. Eric's giving her information to give to Kale.
But when Eric told me the vote, he said, don't tell Kale and don't make it seem like
the
it's
vote?
Kale.
Oh, no, we're not even talking about the vote. We're
But I
just
mean,
talking
just
about
any
information in
information.
general.
Jenny has never said anything.
You haven't even talked to Eric in like a month. So
Yeah, well, I talked to him. He had bits and pieces. Like, I mean, I talked to him like I don't talk to him in the hammock like for hours like we used to, but I still talk to him like in the bathroom.
But now
like, in
here's
the
my
weight
question,
room, or,
because
like,
I asked you, I
you know what
said,
I mean,
do
for
you-
like small
No,
bits
I
of
don't
period.
understand, because when you say you don't talk to someone for a month, that means you're not aligned with them. And then if
Yeah.
you talk in the bathroom in the weight room, that's an alliance.
No.
So then he was working with Kale, is what you're saying.
So now, and
No,
then here's
I'm
my
not saying
question:
he's
is
working
because
with
you,
Kale.
when I asked you, I
said he was
said,
working with me.
do you feel
Not
like
Kale.
you and Eric and Kale have something? And you said, absolutely not.
Yeah.
And when I asked you, do you feel like you're the middleman and a communicator between Kale and
no.
Eric? You said no.
I don't.
Okay.
Okay.
That's what I
Yeah,
wanted
I'm saying
to know.
I don't. I'm saying I thought that I was with Eric. I didn't think that I was with Eric and Kale mixing it up. Like,
Okay.
I don't know where.
But
I'm
at the same
confused.
time, Eric and Kale could be talking
Right.
and using
Eric
that.
and
The
Kale
same
are
way that I'm
talking.
talking
They're
to
talking
Eric,
for
'cause you guys see me and Eric
almost an
talk.
hour the other day in
talking.
the hammock
Yeah.
when he was standing above the hammock.
And using that and not informing you, but using you at the same time.
Yeah. 'Cause I remember when we were up here, and we kind of noticed how me and Eric were up here, and we noticed how like Mike and Zach always came up here, but Nick never did.
I went
And
up
it
to
was like
Eric. I'm
awkward.
sorry.
It was like well, we're like okay, so we're just Eric and I were like okay, so we're just gonna pretend that we don't see that, and then he's like I guess, and then like so we were like okay, well then we'll just talk, and then we'll just whatever with.
What
with
was the
Kale.
falling out? Why are you and Eric not as
Well,
close
there's no
now?
falling out.
So just
could
shifted,
still be.
just time, just
He
in
told
the
me that
house
he was
and-
going to. Ugh.
Okay, well, don't. I mean,
Well, and also,
I feel horrible. Like
No,
I feel
I
like
mean-
maybe like I am stupid, and then I feel like you guys probably think that too. But like,
No, but here's-
I'm gonna look so stupid in my diary rooms. I'm like, who do you trust? I'm like Eric.
Well, but no, here's a question that I have for you, because, I mean, Eric
I know, this is
openly makes
horrible.
fun of you. He openly
Yeah.
attacks you, almost paralleling what Dick does.
Right.
And yet you take, you take Eric's word when he comes and talks to you in solace. You know what I mean?
Get it over with.
Yeah, because he does it differently, and like we obviously joke, and then obviously like when I won HOH, or I don't know, not when I won HOH, when I won
Power Veto.
Power Veto.
yeah Power Veto, like. Like I've met him like in the storage, like and he's been like, "Oh my god, that was so awesome!" Like, and then he told me like how I went in the bathroom and like how he was like, "The cameras are gonna get this," like how excited I was and blah blah blah. Like, he told me that I had to win, or he told me that the reason he buzzed me out that week is because I was safe, that he would keep me safe.
Mm-hmm.
But why would he say that when he was trying to get me out? He said he would
Because
flip it
he-
at the end.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. I'm either really stupid or
Eric's a
really stupid.
manipulator, and he's been manipulating all of us, and
No,
I'm
you're
pissed
not.
off about it.
It's not just you, Jen.
I know,
he's
but
made
like I feel like
numerous ones of us feel really
No,
stupid.
Jen, honestly, he's apparently been playing all sides, and you're the first one to find out about it, and so it's sit in on you the longest. You know what I mean? Aside from Dick and Danielle.
He told
And so
me he
the
was
rest
gonna
of
do
us,
that, though.
the rest of us are all still
Yeah.
trying to process
He
this.
told you
That's the
what?
thing,
I missed
it's-
that. I missed
He
that.
told her that he was going to do that.
yeah.
Do what?
Oh,
Play
play
That he
all
was
sides.
gonna, yeah, he told me that.
But she was his number one.
Yeah, that's why I feel like an idiot. He's like, I'm not gonna be I don't know his words are, but it's something.
But
like,
at the same
showing
time,
up, like,
remember.
by-
Sorry, go
yeah,
ahead.
I don't know the words. That words used.
Shown up by a 21-year-old.
Yeah,
right?
like I'm not gonna be. Yeah.
Well, at the same time, too, remember
With
how
other
he
words.
kept saying, I've never played in a power veto competition. If you get House Guest Choice, pick me because
Yeah.
I'm in it to win. I'm in it to win. That's how he could have saved you, too. And I'm not just saying by pulling you off, by keeping
I
it
was
and
gonna
flipping it
pick
to
him.
Kale or something. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, but he told me that, too. And he told me that like 20 times.
Okay,
pick
stop
you?
right there
To
then.
pick him.
That's a
Told
whole
me to pick
different
him.
can of worms.
Jamaica.
Why did Kale pick me? I mean, outside from the fact that she thought I would fight for her, I've learned my lesson.
Oh.
That's
But
why.
why didn't she pick?
I told her, I was like, I did not ask Jamaica to do, like, I don't know.
No,
if she did-
I don't think
Because
No,
if
aside
she,
from
if
the
she
point,
picked
please let
Eric,
Jamaica
that would be
finish.
too obvious,
but if
Jamaica.
it's an alliance, because you're saying if it's an alliance, then her
That'd be
picking
way too
Kale.
obvious.
No worries.
You know what I
Picking
mean?
Eric.
She's told me to pick Eric
know.
before,
It's
and I was
just
like,
you
why
and I
did you
have
pick
like
Eric? And she's
almost
like,
the
See,
same
you
plan
can't
of
pick
attack on
something
out
people,
like that.
and we butt heads.
And I'm all good.
But it wouldn't have been obvious. That's my thing.
Do it and it's over and it's
Yeah.
cool.
He was the only
But
one
maybe
who
she's
had
so
it played.
paranoid. I'm
Okay,
just saying.
Bringing that one
I
thing
see what you're
up,
saying.
Eric.
I don't know,
Yeah.
'cause I would have picked him even though, like, I was,
Yeah.
thought I was with him just because he hadn't
You know,
played.
you
He
haven't
hadn't
played.
played.
Okay,
I think he really honestly, she honestly thought that you would play for her.
Yeah.
Like, that's
Oh.
100% true.
Your face.
I went up to Eric the other day in the shower,
Sorry.
and I said, "I've
Of
been
course
saying,
you did.
hey,
Excuse me. For the record, I want to be clear on this. Everybody knows the situation with Jen last week.
Yeah.
I sat there before you
Yeah.
and Dustin. Okay, so everybody's clear on that. Now with Kale, I told her, and that's when you were
Oh.
lingering. I told her.
when?
Yesterday, before
Lurking
Power,
around.
yeah, you just stood there and looked at us.
I'm
You were
confused.
drunk, but
I don't know
whatever.
what's going
Anyway.
on.
I was drunk.
Drinking before.
2 or 3 beers. It wasn't drunk.
You're talking about before the veto?
Yeah, so I don't know if you got it on TV, but anyway, Kale, I was putting on lotion. That's all I can tell you. So I told Kale, I said, I don't know what's going on. I said, but you better fight for yourself. I said, because you can't count on me. I said, I'm doing my own thing this time. And she said, no, I would never ask you to. I understand, and da-da-da-da.
But at the same time,
But
you know
no.
she picked you
your
because she
name.
thought you would.
She's like, so if you get House Good Choice, pick Jamaica because she'll help you. And I'm like, no. I was like, no, Jamaica's, I was like, I didn't ask her to do that last
No,
week. Like, that was
exactly.
awesome. Like, that I
Exactly.
picked her ball. Like, I didn't say her name. Like, I didn't
Right.
know any of this.
Right,
you know?
right.
And I
I
was like,
understand.
I was like, do not. Like, the last person you want to, like, you know, no offense, but I was
No,
like,
that's
do
fine.
not say Jamaica.
Right.
Like,
I got
you
you.
will
Did
look
anyone
dumb.
think it was weird in the hammock
Like-
when I kept on about the 2 votes and Eric just didn't want to talk about it?
I didn't want to talk about it, and Jamaica didn't want to talk about it either.
was
That's a
right.
guarantee.
Yesterday at the no.
No, at the hammock when we were
Eric
locked
kept
outside.
sweeping it under,
It was a
and
lot. It was just first off, it was just not the right time. It wasn't the right place.
It was a public place.
Yeah.
I swept it under the rug, and I just said, you know what? I expected there to be a 6-2 vote this week. I absolutely
and I
expected
said
it.
that,
and
and I
Jamaica
said
said
that
that
too.
she
I
expected
said-
it as well.
because
Yeah,
I feel
why?
like
Because
I
of Danielle?
told you.
No,
it has
because
nothing
of-
to do-
not naming names
No.
at all. It's
No,
just an
it's not a
expectation.
big
No, it's
deal.
like, why
It's not a
not?
big
Just
deal.
asking,
No.
who would be number 2?
Yeah,
then?
that's what I'm
Why?
asking.
That's
Who?
that's what
Why?
I'm saying.
I don't know.
I don't.
I didn't.
I think it was
I'm not
brushed off the
saying
first
I
week
didn't
way
know.
too easy, and I wasn't going to let it go the second week. The
I
first week,
understand that.
it was totally brushed away
No,
way
but-
too easy.
No, but then who would have been number 2? I would like to know.
And that's my point, and that's what I told you. I said I don't know. You were saying that you think it's the same person. I said I don't. I'm not disputing that. It could not be somebody in the group. I said that, but I said I don't think it was
But-
the same person from the first week to the second week. I said
And
that.
that's when
but
Eric
even-
tried to flip it on me, and he said, "You're examining person by person," and that's when I got really pissed off. And I said, "That was not me. That was Eric. Eric was going over person by person. Oh, this one. What about that one? It couldn't be me. It couldn't be me because everyone knows that I wanted Nick
Okay,
out.
wait, but
blah
hold-
blah 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 blah."
But
So
hold
he's
on.
washing his hands of it, and he's done the same thing with other people too.
But you're saying you thought that there would be 2 votes, right? Mm-hmm. It wasn't Jen. Zach was obviously one, so no matter what, it was somebody of the other
Yeah,
group.
but-
it wasn't me. It was not me.
Yeah,
No
but
one's
even
pointing a
when you
finger
go,
at
but
I'm not
listen,
saying that
you
you
guys.
are.
No, guys, I think that even when you go through the list,
All I'm saying
Like,
is
you
that
can-
it was somebody from the other side, no matter what.
Okay.
That's what
And
my,
that's what I
That's
said.
what my point was.
but this is my whole point,
It's
and
not
that's
all
why
a
I didn't
happy
want to
family
talk
where
about it.
Everybody's on the same page.
But that's why I didn't want to talk about it, because technically, guys, we will not officially know. Just like, okay, everybody's saying a
But that's
mistake
not-
was made with Nick. Okay, we can know it's there. Who was it? It was somebody, everybody, anybody, and nobody. We will not
And we
know.
will not